Well, it's Weather Wednesday, a time when we get to talk about the weather more in depth. And of course, as the rain begins today and gets heavier tomorrow, officials are warning Southern California that the recent burn zones will likely see torrents of rock slides and mudslides that could be damaging and even deadly. The incoming storm system, described as significant by the National Weather Service, will bring heavy rain, high elevation snow, and gusty winds to much of Central and Southern California. This rainfall is expected to be widespread, with up to an inch of rain falling per hour on Thursday in some Southern California areas. Between 3 and 6 inches of rain could fall in our mountain communities, bringing a high risk for urban flooding on the roads. Now, tomorrow, a flash flood watch will go into effect around the burn scar areas in LA and Ventura counties as the storm is expected to peak. Crews are installing emergency barriers to contain fire debris from entering creeks and rivers, while concrete barriers called K-rails and sandbags are being placed in vulnerable areas to divert mud and debris flow, with the priority to protect nearby communities. People in the Eaton burn area are tarping their fire-damaged roofs and stacking sandbags in anticipation of this storm. Yesterday, Governor Gavin Newsom visited Altadena and surveyed the ongoing work by state crews to prepare the burn areas ahead of this rain. Now, last month's fires left the hillsides damaged and bare, so without any trees or roots holding the soil together, landslides and mud flow dangers increase significantly. For those living downhill from the burn scars, it's not just the runoff, but the toxic debris and the hazardous materials that could be swept away and directly into their homes. A public health advisory has been issued for those living near burned structures, saying, quote, residents in these areas may face an increased risk of exposure to hazardous substances, including asbestos from older building materials, heavy metals such as lead, hazardous chemicals from household products, and fine particulate matter created by the fire. So along with these runoff dangers and the toxic runoff fears as well, the windy and wet weather could also bring a risk for power outages. Los Angeles area residents being advised to stay indoors when possible, and if having to travel during the storm, to proceed with extreme caution. Good advice for us here in Kern County as well. We'll be right back.